And once you have all the setup in place, then it goes out automatically. And you're just booking calls without actually lifting a finger after all the prelim work is done. That's beautiful, Fran.
Yeah,
More
exactly.
people need to be doing that and doing it well. So, Fran, LinkedIn has been growing exponentially. I think it surpassed 1 billion users last year and it keeps growing like crazy. It's probably one of the most steadily growing social media. But as we know, LinkedIn is so much more than social media. It is estimated that 80% of the B2B deals actually go through LinkedIn or are initiated on LinkedIn. This means that a lot of people are on LinkedIn to generate leads, to find partners, sign clients, and so on. Now, in your opinion, what is the number one missed opportunity when it comes to generating leads on LinkedIn?
That's a tough question because there are different ways of generating leads, right? So you can approach it through it is a gigantic list of leads if you know how to find them. So if you use Sales Navigator or even LinkedIn filters, you can find any list of potential clients that fit your needs or that actually can benefit from your service. But for me, the biggest waste is that most people are actually posting content on a regular basis just for branding purposes, if you know what I mean. I mean,
Mm,
they're just posting without a clear objective, without a clear goal. And maybe yeah, they convinced themselves or someone convinced them that there is a goal and they're saying, "Oh, personal branding and you're building authority, you're building credibility." Right? But what if each of these posts could actually bring one, two, three, or even more leads towards you? That someone that actually goes to you and gives you their contact details and says, "Hey, I'm interested in what you do," for just because you post something. That post is lost. Most people post at least 5 days a week, and people read their post and they continue scrolling and they go to the next one, whilst they could
yeah.
just go and take the next action straight away and move to their world.
Yeah, that's the thing. A lot of people have been lied that content on LinkedIn sells, but unless you're selling like $100 course, you're not selling anything through the actual content itself, because the gap between the post and the actual sale is too large. So we need to add in steps to fix that gap. So, what are these steps looking like?
Yeah, exactly. It's what we spoke about this in the past, all right? I like to relate this to outdoors human relations, like in the real world. So the analogy of two people in a bar, right? And you don't just go to them and say, "Hey, do you want to come to my house and have a glass of wine?" Nobody's gonna accept that, right? So that's what we're doing when we're just trying to posting content and trying to sell something, right? So
Mm,
so we need to take all the steps in building that relationship, because whether we want it or not, and whether we're building one-on-one or at scale, we're still building a relationship between two humans, right? So first, let's approach the person and say, "Hey, can I buy you a drink?" And can I buy you a drink? Yes, everybody wants to be offered a drink, right? If you pay for my drinks, I'm going to have a drink. If you pay for my drink, that's something I'm interested in, right? So I don't have
yeah.
to pay for it. So the idea here is the concept of a lead magnet. So if you give them something that they are interested in and that connects with your service, you're not only qualifying them as a lead, or they are qualifying themselves, they'll be raising their hand when they choose to download it, but they're also moving closer to you. They're giving you their contact details
Yeah.
and building that
So,
relationship at the same time.
walk me through the entire process, because we are talking about automatically generating leads. How does this look like from step one until this person actually becoming a viable prospect? What do we need to do, and where is the automatic aspect of it?
Right. So the automatic aspect is it starts with your post. So when your post ends with a clear CTA of, like, so if you have a position lead magnet for them to download, your post will end. Give me an example of a post that you published.
How to do outreach effectively so that you don't come across as a snake oil salesman, but you still book calls.
Right. How do you go about that post? The content of that post.
Yeah, it will be something along the lines of what results with achieved using that approach, what results our clients have achieved using that approach, and then a breakdown of the steps that you need to take and how to take them in order to book calls in the DMs.
Right. So now you told them, here's how you book calls in DMs. Now let's say that when you finish that post, instead of just ending it like that, you're going to tell them, hey, would you like to have our step-by-step process to downloading calls to booking calls in DMs with the templates that we use to communicate with our prospects? Of course they want. It's the next step.
Yeah.
So now you just tell them where to get it. Hey, go to my feature section, download it. Or you can
Yeah.
even make it simple. Send me a DM and ask for it, and I'll send it to you. There's a bit more friction there, right? So you're asking them to take the step of DMing you. But if you ask them to go to your featured section, download it, or even the link in your profile, it's much easier. It's frictionless, and they don't need to reach out to you. Some people will have problems with that. There's introverts and there's different types of personalities. So yeah, that's the next step up. Just adding that little CTA that moves them to the lead magnet. Now, when to download the lead magnet, they're giving you your email address, their email address, for example. This is one example. You can try to book a call straight away, right? We've done this. We've tested this. Actually, I've recently booked a client like this. We just did
Hmm.
we did a client case study that I just positioned it on my headline. And from there, we recorded a video talking about the case study and with a little link below saying book a call, right? And
Hmm.
very recently, I booked a client just with this simple process without even going through my email list, which is what I usually do. Ideally, I would say move them to the email list, because now, even if they don't decide to book a call with you straight away, you have means to continue communicating with them. So let's say
Yeah.
next week you send a newsletter, that people nowadays like to call it a newsletter, whatever you want, or just a simple email saying, hey, this week, this is what I've done in the business. This week, I've helped a client do this, or whatever you want to say in your email. It's a much more direct communication than what you're posting on LinkedIn. There's no one competing with you there. And at the end of your email, hey, if you're ready to book a call, do it now. And you're continuously doing this. So you're continuously creating this opportunity. It's different than trying to get someone and losing them completely. This person is going to be hearing from you every week, or even every day if
Yeah.
you want to send them emails every day. I don't advise that, but
Yeah, it's a little bit too pushy. Yeah, so the automatic aspect of it comes from moving them off of LinkedIn and putting them in a pipeline where they're going to get emails automatically anyway. And the most beautiful part of that is you don't actually need to do anything extra, because if you are posting on LinkedIn regularly anyway, the only thing you need to change is just a simple CTA. Just add that to the post and have that resource ready that is going to let them raise their hand and say, hello, yes, I have this problem. I would like to hear more about this. This is really an automatic system, Fran.
exactly. And then the next part is when they subscribe to your email list, you actually have a properly crafted welcome sequence that starts nurturing them. So most people who actually join your email list with three, four, 5 emails, you don't need to go for beyond that. You will be telling them more about you. Those emails go out automatically. You don't need to send them to every single person. You just create them once and they go out to every person that subscribes to your email list, so every person that downloads your lead magnet. And now what's happening is they are receiving in their inbox one first email that says, hey, I'm Fran, I'm here to help you with this and this and this for free. I'm not asking for anything. Now, did you use that resource that I sent you? Did you like it? How was it? Now, we're not going to annoy them, but we're welcoming them, right? Second email, we're going to tell them, so here's another way I can help you. And you continue working with that person, building up that relationship. And now you say, if you want, just book a call with me and let's talk about if you have this problem. And you'd be surprised the conversion rate of such emails. How many people, once they are in your email list, and you start building up that relationship, how many people actually book that call from there? Because it happens to me all the time. And
Yeah.
and it's effortless. You're not sending those emails. They're being sent automatically just because they've subscribed to your email list. And they subscribe to your email list just because you posted on LinkedIn. So that's why it's automated.
Yeah, you need to do the work only once. You need to create the lead magnet once, write the emails just once. And once you have all the setup in place, then it goes out automatically. And you're just booking calls without actually lifting a finger after all the prelim work is done. That's beautiful, Fran.
Yeah,
More
exactly.
people need to be doing that and doing it well. By the way, we have a video on how to create great lead magnets as well. We'll put the link in the description.
Yeah. And
If you like this video, please subscribe to our channel, give us a like. It helps our channel grow, and it helps YouTube not smash us from the algorithm side of things. So if you want to hear more from us about LinkedIn lead generation and marketing, click the follow button.
And if you're watching this on, where else are we? If you're watching this on Spotify, just put the show so you get notified. Every week we've got a new episode, and usually we have some amazing guests coming, joining us as well. So talk to you soon.